Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday. I hope you had a phenomenal week. No, a financially fit week. You made good decisions. You said no to impulsive shopping and whatever. Yeah, I had a great week, guys. So last week we started talking about building financial discipline as a young person, and today we're talking about budgeting and, more importantly, sticking to your budget. And also at the end of the video, I'm going to answer 4 of the questions that I got. Some of the questions that I got. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Guys, so when I was thinking of how to, talk about it, I realized budgeting really, like Zoe said last week, is not the difficult part. Anyone can get a little cute paper and feel like your life is so organized, that moment you get your paper and your pen, then you start rent, $200, electricity, whatever. Anybody can do that, but I'm not going to assume we're all doing that. So what is budgeting? Get your dictionary and read it. Then continue the video. Anywho, so budgeting is you writing down your expenses for the month, right? And since this is a channel for younger people, I'm going to be talking to people I'm assuming are still in university or maybe just finished from university. So at this age or this point of your life, the things that are important is, if you're in the hostel, then hostel, but let's talk about an apartment. So you have your apartment, you have bills like electricity, water, gas, then you have things like transport and your food. And I'm not going to act like clothes are not necessary. I'm in Ukraine, so getting warm clothes is very important. We can't ignore that. So warm boots, jackets, and things like that. So the first thing you need to do is write down your priorities. Things that are not negotiable. Your rent, your food. Now, I want to come, Zoe, we're putting Zoe in the spot because she owned her story with us, isn't it? And you're guilty too. She was just bold enough to talk about it with the public. Anywho, she talks about maybe sometimes sacrificing eating for food, right? And like, I'll just starve for 4 days and get this really cute jacket. Now, in as much as that sounds so wow, you're so passionate about what you wear, honestly, guys, it is not wisdom. And I'm not trying to bash anybody, because I used to be that person, and today when I speak that it's not wisdom, I know what I'm talking about. Nourishing your body is very important. Okay, so your priorities should be in order of what's important, because a fashionista could come tell me clothes are her priority because she needs to keep her Instagram popping. No shade. Yeah, but in the real life, really. So if you're gonna go hungry because you've got a cute pair of shoes, that is not wise, guys. So Zoe, stop looking at me funny. So guys, let's talk about things that are really important. Your rent, where you live, your shelter is important. Have that there. Your bills. Don't allow your landlady be chasing you because you got a new Gucci bag and now you're running. That's crazy. Okay, your things maybe for school. If you're a student, we're talking books, whatever is needed in school, those are priorities. Then your transport to go to school. So this is how you budget the whole month. Calculate how many times you're going to leave the house. Maybe I leave the house, for me, 7 days a week, okay? And I don't just make one trip. I might make 4. Calculate that, multiply by the days, in the month, and even put extra. So in Ukraine, we use a metro, so that's about we call it grivens. I don't know if it's any dollars, but let's just say, to be safe, put maybe $20 in your metro card. Yeah, that would be good for a month. So you don't negotiate that. Then your food. Wisdom with finances is getting food in bulk, guys. Okay, so at the beginning of the month, you sit down, get food you actually like. That is really good. If you don't like potatoes, don't buy potatoes. They're just gonna rot in the kitchen. So if you like rice, pick your vegetables, things that are fresh and would have to maybe go bad, put the money aside for that and say, weekly, I'm going to restock on vegetables. That is what we call being a grown-up, okay? It is, you're not a child anymore. If your parents had the confidence to send you to university, whether locally or abroad, it's because they know they have raised you. So for parents to send you money and you finish it in 2 weeks out of pure shenanigans, honey, you're not being wise. That's not wisdom. Like, the money just comes, you do not budget your transport, your food, and then you're now making your parents look like they're bad. You're calling again, hi mommy, how are you? I just want to say I love you. Stop it. You're just trying to be funny and get more money. That's not wise. Because our parents, are going through so much, and sometimes it's because we don't know what it takes to, make money. So we're just draining them, and we're draining them for shenanigans. Look, one day, I'm not here telling you don't wear good clothes. No, I'm just saying for now, live within. I actually said this, beneath your means, because I believe that when you start saving as a young person, you're creating great habits for even when you have money. The Bible says he who is faithful in little is faithful in much. I know sometimes it's possible to think, hey, when I start making that big money, then I'll budget, then I'll be more disciplined. No, if you can manage this $100 now, come on, boo, you can manage $1 million. But if you can't manage $100 now, $10 now, you will not manage $1 million. You will spoil it. Okay, so put your priorities. Things like I said, rent, your bills, your transport, your food, feeding, your nourishment is non-negotiable. It is senseless to sacrifice your nourishment at the expense of clothes. Food, we don't just eat food to feel good. We need to nourish our bodies. So you need to put in those veggies. So you write down that budget according to what you have. So someone asked a question about saving. She said, what happens if you only have enough for your necessities? Any amount you can save is good. So even on your budget, put saving. Maybe I'm going to be saving, even if it's 2% for starters of my income or my allowance. That's good. So you just get that maybe $5, maybe even $2.5, put it aside every month. What you're doing there is you're creating a culture. And that's what's important. I know that sometimes our expenses are so much, but what's more important when I'm talking about budgeting is just creating a culture of discipline with finance. So if all you can save really at the end of the month is $2, have a little piggy bank, get it from a shop, put that $2 every day. What you're doing there is you're growing the culture of saving. And that's what's important. So someone asked a question. I hope I answered it. Now, someone could be like, oh, Ruth, adulting now just sounds boring. What about chilling? Come on. There's time for everything. The Bible says that. So your chilling should also be budgeted for. A long time I used to think every person that travels is really rich. Like, people who go on vacations. I'll be like, my gosh, they're really rich. I can't wait to be rich so I could travel. But I got to realize that they're just great planners. They plan well. They work towards it. So it's important to chill. Come on, just take yourself out to a restaurant once a month or sit with your girls, go watch a movie. I'm not here to put you in this bondage of your life is so bad. But what I'm saying is that should be planned for. So you write it down also in your budget. I'll go out for a movie this month and I'm going to get popcorn. Maybe it's $5 and you put it there. Right? So that's the budgeting. Now, like Zoe told us, that's 2%. Now let's talk about the 98%. Sticking to your budget. A long time I'd advise you to say, oh, find someone that you can be accountable to. But of late, I've come to realize you need to learn to be accountable to yourself. Honestly, you need to learn, because you're not always going to have someone. What happens the day you're in a shop and nobody's there with you? You need to learn to be accountable to yourself. So you have to tell yourself, Ruth, we're no longer children, like you're not a small girl anymore. You're no longer a child. You're grown up. You're bordering family, You're going to the side of a family and whatever. So you really, really, really need to develop great cultures that are going to impact your family. So if you're not disciplined now, don't think motherhood will make you disciplined. It won't. Don't think the title wife will make you disciplined. The title mom will make you disciplined. It won't. If you can't, what's the word? You can't say no to certain cravings. Now, you're capable of picking a pair of shoes over diapers. I know that sounds mean, but it's true. Because don't think all of a sudden you become a responsible human being. It's things you develop now. You develop it in your culture now. Okay? So tell yourself this is our budget. That's why it's important to put things in a balanced way. When you put just like this very strict budget that leaves no room for even you to maybe watch a movie or do whatever, you're prone to do unnecessary splurging. Put that, okay, I'll get a new top this month. One, I put it in my budget. When you find that one new top, get it. But this whole, you had no idea where this sales is coming from. Come on. You just bumped into it. I'm like, my God, am I not lucky? And you take it. No. Tell yourself that. Sometimes I tell myself, Ruth, no, not today. You're not getting this pair of shoes. No. So you should be able to say no to yourself. Tell yourself no. Sometimes we really need to protect ourselves from our careless side. All of that, when you see those disciplined people, you think they don't get tempted. They do. But they have mastered how to say no. So do this for you. You're not doing it for anybody but you. You deserve to grow in discipline. That we had an all-night in church on Friday, and there's something my spiritual mom said about how victory smells good. Like, when maybe a temptation came and you overcame it, it smells good. Some of the times I just feel so proud of myself is when I walked out of a shop with sales. I had the money and I chose not to do. I'm like, girl, we're growing. Like, I walked out of that sales. I managed to talk to myself and said, Ruth, we don't even need this. And even if you like it, we don't have the money for it. And I walk out. It feels good. It's a good feeling to know that you can say no to all those impulsive cravings. So just real quick, my time's almost up. I want to answer a few questions, because I already answered the first one. So let's look at the questions real quick. So somebody asked, how can one stop themselves eating out when they have plenty of food at home? Okay, so the secret to that is cook good food at home. That's why I said get food you like. I'm a foodie, and I'm a foodie to a point that restaurants now are irritating me. They're just not cutting it for me. So it is more affordable to get the food you like. Watch Gordon Ramsay. Watch nice things on how to cook, because it's cheaper to really cook at home. So cook food you like. When you have this really nice salad waiting for you, a really nice steak in your house, you won't feel the need to go out. So you only go out when you've scheduled to go out. So make sure you have nice food. Another question, how do you manage to dress and look good if you don't have a lot of money? Okay, so number one, this is now where sales is important. When you actually do need to change your wardrobe, it's in your budget, it's in your agenda. Track the time when there's sales, so you can get things at an affordable price. 1, 2, pick quality. Stop buying cheap things. Cheap is expensive. It is better to get a quality jacket once and use it for 5 years than to keep getting a cheap jacket every new season. I know in your head you're like, but they'll feel like I get a new jacket every season. No, it's just bondo behavior. Stop it. Pick something quality. Another secret, guys, thrifting. Thrifting is so good. Yes, I said it. Thrift. Some of the people you admire thrift their clothes. In the thrifting shops, you get quality pieces at an affordable price. So to answer that question, check when there's sales. Put your budget. I need new pairs of jeans. Get quality clothes so they last longer. You don't have to shop over and over again, and make use of your thrift store near you. Okay, you're welcome. Then the last question. I want to save money, but there's no money coming in as a student, and I'm constantly spending. So start saving small. Like I said, the pressure comes when you think you have to start saving $100, $50. No, start with, I'm going to be saving $2 a month. That's awesome. Okay. You have to develop this culture from even your allowance before you even get into your maybe salary or whatever. All of us can have enough. If you're constantly spending, it means you have not learned to say no to yourself. And that's a very powerful trait to organize. Learn to say no. So guys, that was my rude camera lady telling me it is time up. Okay, she's not rude. She's just watching out for me, because if this video reaches 20 minutes, you won't watch it. Stop. Anywho, guys, so I think I've said the most about it, budgeting and sticking to your budget. It's been a great video. I hope you've learned 1 or 2 things. Next week, I'm going to be talking about saving in detail and investments. So yes, I hope you've really learned 1 or 2 things. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're here for the first time, do subscribe and welcome to the family. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for watching. Hope you learned 1 or 2 things. Until next week, when we talk saving and investment, it is goodbye and have a financially fit week. That's what they say. Welcome to my channel. If you're here for the first time, welcome back to my channel.